What's up, y'all? Your boy's back. Now, in today's video, I'll be giving you guys my review for the newest album from Jpegmafia, and it's called All My Heroes Are Cornballs. Now, going into this album, I had never listened to a single song from Jpegmafia before. Never listened to a song, an album, a snippet, a leak, or nothing like that. You know, I've heard of his name before, but I'd never really got the time or had the chance to really check his stuff out until recently. I saw everyone speaking about giving this album really, high praise and saying how good it was on Twitter. And normally I don't really feed into the music opinions on Twitter because a lot of it is bait. A lot of it is, just people just say things just to say things and just to get reactions out of people. But when I saw people like Sean and Tabby, and I believe even Fantano, those guys, I really respect their opinions. So when I saw they were like, yo, this album is really, really good, I was like, hey, check it out. I finally decided check it out. I was playing 2K, obviously. I mean, what the hell else am I gonna do, right? So anyways, I was playing 2K, and on my first listen, as I'm listening to it, I realized I had to stop playing the freaking game and just dive right into this album. Listen to this album with no distractions, no anything else, distracting me from listening to this album and getting a feel for this album. And I've listened to it about, I want to say 5 times now. And for me, this is my opinion, this is for me, this it might be different for you, but for me, it is the album of the year. Everybody who's been following me for this year, you guys know that I feel like, or did feel like, Igor was my album of the year, but I feel like Jpegmafia really just came through and just took it. I really enjoyed the production on this album. You guys know I'm a sucker for instrumentals. I'm a sucker for great production on albums and stuff like that, but I feel what made this album so great for me, in my opinion, was how experimental it was. And you never really knew what the hell you were gonna get from the song until you listened to that bitch, from the first second of it to the last, you know what I'm saying? You could be listening to the song and it automatically switches up on you just like that. Like on Keenan and Kel. Like that joint really caught me the hell off guard, and it was a good feeling because like, oh shoot, for real? And that's how I felt throughout the entire album. And not only was the production, the major aspect pretty much that I loved about it, but the lyricism, I really that Trish Stratus line, I really enjoyed that. Don't he said something about getting cap and gown. Don't get capped by somebody wearing a gown. I think so. I think it's somewhere along the lines of that. But all in all, man, the lyricism on the album, the production on the album, I feel like everything really stood out, and he really did his thing. I don't have any problems with this album. Like I said, I've listened to it at least 5 times now. I think my favorite songs maybe PTSD, Free Fail, Grimy Waifu, Jesus Forgive Me, I'm a Thought. I think that's the name of the song. I'm trying to just go off the top right now, but yeah, man. Shout out Jpegmafia because, again, this is my first time listening to his music, and I'm definitely going to check out his older stuff or his previous work after listening to this album. Regardless, if you have not heard his previous stuff, please check this out, man. I really highly suggest you guys check this out. Even if you don't like it, that's okay, but I still feel like you guys should check this album out. Like I said, this album was Igor was my album of the year at one point, but this album really took it, like, seriously. The lyricism, I absolutely love it, okay? Absolutely love it. And not only that, again, the production, okay? I cannot stress enough how great the production on this album is. In my honest opinion, it made me love A$AP Rocky's Testing just a little bit more because of how experimental that album was. I remember the first time I listened to that, I did not like it at all. I guess it was because of how experimental it was and how different it was from At Long Last A$AP, but that's okay. I had some time to listen to it, obviously, so I do enjoy Testing. I listen to it from time to time, not all the time, but from time to time. But yeah, listening to this Jpegmafia album really, made me love Testing just a little bit more and made me just appreciate albums and artists who give us these experimental albums, or give us these albums with experimental productions, you know, and just something different, something that we, you know, we're not expecting, something that we haven't seen before, I mean heard before, you know what I'm saying? And it's really refreshing and it's really cool. You know, with Igor, that's pretty much why I loved it so much, because it was just Tyler being Tyler, and it was just different from everything else that we had got so far in a year. But JPEG really knocked it out the park with this, man. I have no problems with it. I'm gonna give this, it's my album of the year, so I will be giving it a 10 out of 10. I really don't care how you feel about me giving 10s out of 10s this year. This will be now my 5th 10 out of 10. I feel like a lot of people are actually complaining about that, which is crazy to me, because again, it's my opinion. If I feel like an album really is really good, I'm gonna give it that rating. I mean, it's not rocket science, but you guys complain about just the littlest things, so that's y'all, that's the internet, whatever. Also, before I end the video, I will say that the reactions are not done. I'm not just quitting reactions. I'm not giving up reactions. How much time I got? I'm not just giving up reactions, you know what I'm saying? It's just there are going to be times where I don't feel like coming on camera and reacting to an album or a song, okay? And you just have to understand that. I've started to actually take in account my health, okay, and actually caring about myself now, because a lot of the videos that I used to do that were reactions, I would just hop up in the middle of the freaking night. It's 1 o'clock in the morning. I'm doing videos. I'm not going to sleep till like 10 o'clock the next morning. All right, so I'm just trying to take better care of myself, and that's one way of doing it. All right, but I'm not saying that reactions are quitting or I'm done reactions. That's not the case. All right, it's just there are gonna be times where, you know, I don't feel like doing a reaction, so I'm going to give y'all a review. I'm literally doing the same thing I would have been doing with the reaction, just without the reaction. I'm giving y'all the review part of it, so I don't understand. Alright, so if you guys, I appreciate those who actually watch the reviews, you know, just, I mean, as opposed to just the reactions. I really do appreciate it, because it is something different on the channel. It's still music related. It's nothing else, you know what I'm saying? So, I just want to say, that was just a disclaimer, because I saw some people, you know, asking questions in the comments and stuff like that. So I just wanted to, you know, get it all on camera, let y'all know how I feel. And yeah, man, if you guys enjoyed today's video, do make sure to leave a like. Don't forget to subscribe for more. As always, on the squad, thank you for watching. If you guys enjoyed Jpegmafia's album, let me know. If you didn't, let me know as well. Talk to me in the comments. You know, I read them bitches. I'm gonna catch y'all in the next one. Peace.